So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. So we had a story on social media that got out a few days ago. In this video, we had a young lady, clearly distressed. This lady who claimed she was pregnant was in a very heated altercation with her mother-in-law, right in her matrimonial home, and right in the presence of her children, 2 little children, as well as her husband.
Is it a crime to be married? Saying that I should pack out from my husband's house. Go to mother to come and hit me that I'm pregnant. He's hitting a pregnant woman to leave the house. In the presence of my children. Look at my children there. In the presence of my children. The mother is beating me and he's watching it. Carry your mother and go. Carry and go where? I'm sleeping. Tell your mother to leave me alone. Your mother is here hitting me, Abi. I'm sleeping. Continue. If I lose this child, if I lose my child, you have. If I lose my child, every time I lose my child. I should sit down while your mother is beating me. I'm not interested in the meeting again. She has hit my head. She has hit my belly. I'm not interested. You guys have done the one you want to do. You guys have done the one you want to do. I'm not interested in the meeting again. I'm not. Mommy, what is it? What is it? I'm not going anywhere. Is that how they pushing you out of your husband's house? Is that pushing you out of your husband's house? Is that pushing you out of your husband's house? Is that pushing you out of your husband's house? Come and touch me again. What is it? I'm going to wait. What is it? You have to come and touch me. Did I pursue you? Did I pursue you? In the presence of my children, you are coming to come and hit me. You are watching your mother. You are watching your mother. She has hit my ears. She has hit me all through. You want to beat me too? The meeting is over. The meeting is over. Abi, you want to join your mother to beat me? You want to join your mother to beat me? The meeting is over. It's out of respect.
It's enough. It's enough. It's enough.
Not long after this video made it out, journalist Agba Jalingo took to social media to call out the mother-in-law as well as this husband, revealing that the lady in question lost the pregnancy and is currently facing some health challenges due to the violence meted out on her as well as the stress that the whole incident brought. Sharing a picture of the mother-in-law, he said, "This is Amber and Defon, a disgrace to sisterhood, who went and beat up her daughter-in-law until she lost her pregnancy. She is the education secretary in Itong local government area. Let us shame some beasts." And then he used the hashtag wicked mother-in-law. The husband was not spared in this name and shame episode. Sharing the picture of the man, the husband in question, Agba Jalingo went ahead and he said, "This is Ndem Ejo Ndifon. Looking like one better person, he is a disgrace to the brotherhood. He stood there and allowed his mother to beat up his pregnant wife until she lost the pregnancy." And then he made this public call. He said, "This is to call the attention of the Cross River State Commissioner for Education, Dr. Stephen O'Day, to this violence perpetrated by one of his staff, Mrs. Amber Ndifon, who is the Education Secretary in Itong local government area in Cross River State, Central Cross River. For whatever reasons, she left her official desk to go to Calabar, where her son, Ejo Ndifon, lives, and showcase the beast in her by beating her daughter-in-law until she lost her pregnancy and returned to Etong to go and sit on a public table to earn public money. The son, who is also a disgrace to the brotherhood, was standing there and incapable of defending the mother of his 2 children. She lost the pregnancy. She has been driven away from the house and she is having health challenges already occasioned by the violence and stress. The State Commissioner for Health has been duly informed about this, and the State CID has also incidented the matter. Ndem, you and your mother, una go pay for this one. Violence is a crime. I hope you know. When this whole news made it out online, I was observing the situation. I just didn't want to run along with it and discover that it was just sensationalism. I was like, what's going on here? The mother-in-law really did beat up her daughter-in-law so badly that it led to a miscarriage? What would have led to that situation where the mother-in-law would have to intervene in the matrimonial home of the man and his wife? Was it that the wife was so violent that it got to the stage where his family members had to intercede on his behalf to save him? Yes, in that clip earlier shared, we heard the man trying to calm his wife down, trying to tell her, oh, sit down, it's okay. You know, we heard all of that, which we should applaud. But what we would have applauded more is if we also heard him calming his mother and trying to control his mother to ease off the situation from that end as well. So what really is the situation? What kinds of persons are these people? What kind of marriage did they have before this incident? What is the genesis that could have led to this very heated altercation between wife and mother? Well, I didn't have to wonder for so long. Ndem Indefo, the husband in question, took to social media in this live interview that he had granted. And he did give an insight as to how all of this started. Let us listen to what he has to say. And while we do, let us share our thoughts, our impressions, and our opinions down in the comment section.
One, right?
Ndem Ejo Ndifon.
Yes, Ndem Ejo Ndifon. You seem to be the man in the news today. So tell me, what really happened? What happened?
So first, this started before now. We have been having issues
Okay.
ever since I married my wife. We have always had issues, one way or the other, but I have always tried to manage these issues. Now, these issues became heightened more in February 24 of this year, where for some weird reasons my wife went through my phones, and then she saw a picture of a naked lady and all that, and then she decided to go gaga with it. Now, it wasn't just about the
She decided to go gaga with it. Okay? You almost seem like you are blaming her for going gaga, for seeing another naked woman on your phone. What was she supposed to do? But let us get this very clearly. You sounded as though she didn't have any reason to be upset or to react about seeing a totally naked woman on her husband's phone. You know, when he said she decided, it was like, imagine, see, she had to. All right, let's keep listening to this.
she saw the picture. It was the approach she took it. She decided to embarrass me. The first thing she did was she took that picture and showed it to my children. We both have children.
She showed the picture of the naked lady in your phone to the children?
Yes.
Okay.
She showed the picture to the children. She also used it as her...
Wait, if that is true, that is very strange. If the woman actually did that, then of course she took her annoyance or her reaction to another level. If we are going with every word that this man is saying, why would a mother show her little... Because I saw the children in that video. You did too. They are little children. The marriage is just 6 years. So you can imagine there would be children of 5, 4, 3, 2. Why would a mother take a 4-year-old baby and show the baby another woman's nakedness? I don't understand that part. But if that's what actually happened, then the wife didn't try there. Do you guys believe this part? Well, let us keep listening.
It has her display picture on her WhatsApp and then also posted it on her WhatsApp status. At least before then, I was able to capture. I have a screenshot which I'll share with you of the display picture on her WhatsApp.
Okay, I like that very much.
Yes. Neighbors came in after she had tried to drag me down.
She tried to drag you down. Uncle, you're not even... you're not... See, I don't like when people leave roots and start looking at flower. When people leave the engine in a car, what is powering the problem? And now start overdwelling on the consequences of the problem. Why are you making it seem as if you left your shoe outside the balcony after she told you not to leave it and she blew things out of proportion? For you to get to a level where a girl is comfortable to send her nakedness to you, that is to tell you that water has passed Gary. And uncle, you are just making it seem as though your wife, you are a victim and your wife is just so stupid, reacting anyhow. See, after she embarrassed you, after she did this to you, imagine she decided to gaga. I don't understand this level of lack of sensitivity to action. I don't understand this. Please begin to drop down in the comment section if you understand this boldness that Uncle Ndifon is speaking with.
When people tried to drag the issues in and try to settle, she became very abusive. She started saying curses and throwing curses at me, saying that the land will reject my labor, started insulting me here and there. People were still trying to calm her down. The worst part of it was that at one point, she now picked up his scissors and threatened to use it on me. It was one of my neighbors who held on to her, but she kept on using that scissors to bang on the dining table.
February. This was in February.
This was in February. Yeah,
okay.
This was February 24th.
How long have you people been married?
6 years.
6 years, okay.
Yes. Now, as if that was not all, I had to call my pastor to this. And I explained to my pastor, this is what it is. My pastor came to the house and spent over 5 hours trying to reconcile these issues. My pastor even knelt down before my wife to forgive me. Mind is not as if he caught me sleeping with someone and all that. This is an old picture on my phone. I don't delete things on my phone. I am in the NGO sector, so I know the power of documentation.
Ayeleo, Igbosiyo. You see, oh God. You know, when he said the pastor came to beg her and, for 10 hours or 20 hours, it doesn't, when you offend someone, it doesn't matter who is interceding or intervening or begging. If that person that hurts you is not showing genuine remorse or genuine repentance or feeling sorry for what he or she did, or even understanding that what they did is hurtful, if a third party is begging, because your hurt and pain is not with that third party, it's on that person, it's with that person that hurts you. So for Ndifreke, or what is his name, Ndifon, to be standing boldly and say, it's not like I even slept with her. So what is the big force? That is to tell you his mannerism, his manner of approach, his body language, the things he says, even when the pastor has left, how he approached that incident, because he's not even feeling like anything wrong happened. See, the worst kind of situation in a fight is when the person that hurts you doesn't even see anything wrong with what they did. You will be a mad person because you'll be crying, you'll be trying to make the person understand how hurt you are. If you talk gently, the person will not understand. So you feel like when you shout or you cry or you go crazy, that's when the person would understand that you are hurt or you are broken. So Uncle Ndifon here is even saying, I don't even know. It's not like I've slept with the girl. I am in the forensic sector, so I like to keep evidence. So the evidence that you like to keep as a forensic officer is the evidence of naked girls on your phone that you've not slept with her. For a lady to be comfortable enough to send her nakedness to you in this era of social media, this is a risky era. It's not a lady that you just met at the bank and collected a number. It has to be someone that you have either shared intimacy with or the kind of conversations you guys have had. A past, be careful. And you're not even sorry about it. You're not remorseful. You're not even regretting what you did. You're not even feeling, oh, what I did is not good. You are justifying it that it's not like I slept. There is an old picture. I'm a forensic officer. I keep it for evidence. Evidence of what? By the way, you're a married man? All right, let's continue this.
Yes, I was careless for keeping some of those things there, even if I never paid attention to them. Time passed. My pastor, in order to amend things, collected my phone, deleted that lady's contact on my phone for peace to be. Mind you, my wife had already called this lady. She took the lady's number and already called the lady and threatened the lady. The lady already told her, the lady didn't keep, the lady kept quiet. And funny enough, the lady didn't even get back to me. It was 4 days later, the woman got back to me because I don't have a number again. It's been deleted. And she said, your wife did this, your wife did that, and you didn't bother calling me. He said, and she also went on to say, it is because of the respect I have for you that I've not taken this thing up, because I don't want to drag your integrity. I have so much respect.
Uncle Ndifon. Oh God. Imagine Watching this nonsense that I'm hearing, hey God, what is all this? What is going on now? Why are some people making marriage look like hellfire? I don't like this kind of thing. You're even bragging that the woman called you to say that it's because of the respect she has for you that she has not taken it up. Taking what up as what? I want to know. Taking it up to arrest the wife that you sent somebody's husband your nakedness. Is it because the wife didn't post it on Facebook that you would have taken it up that the wife called you? So you are now the offended party. You that you sent your nakedness to someone's husband should be the one to be sorry. The husband should calm you down that it's because of the respect she has for you that she hasn't taken it up. Taking it up in what sense? For the lady to have the effrontery to even talk to the man this way and report his wife to him and be telling the husband that is because of the respect she has for him, that's why she has not dealt with his wife, then that is to tell you the level that this man has gone to with this girl that is sending him nakedness. Why do men like to disrespect their wives? If you want to be foolish, why don't you be foolish but set the boundaries and know that, tell these your hoes that my family is not to be messed with. That was how some men of those, some cheating men, especially some Igbo men, you see them, they cheat, but when it comes to their family, when it comes to their wife, they don't joke with them. But these days, you find some men, is it that do you guys need to go to school of cheating so you can do this thing well? You are cheating on your wife and you are giving your side chick, your hoe, the avenue to even mention your wife's name and talk to. That means that during your conversation with that side chick, you put your wife down. If you raise your wife like an egg, even that side chick will know that this man does not joke with his wife, or she won't have the guts to say some things. So she called you to report your wife to you, that she respects you. Oh gosh. Let's continue.
For you. That, by the way. Fast forward down, much later, my neighbors were still able to not talk to my wife again after my pastor left. That was when she calmed down. Thinking that these issues have been resolved, apparently it bettered the new season of a new wave in my life, or in our lives.
It will, because that incident was not properly resolved. You know, I keep telling you that women, especially in Nigeria, are so men-driven, are so marriage-oriented. Many women will do all sorts of things to remain married. They will swallow all sorts of things. They would forgive all sorts of things. They would take all sorts of things just to be a missus. It's something that it has centuries and centuries of indoctrination. It's like a culture. So marriage is like the ultimate for a lot of women. So if this man had handled this incident of his girlfriend and had nude pictures, I believe that the wife would have still forgiven it. But this man is saying that this incident of these noodles that was sent bettered, like it's transformed his wife and turned her to a brand new human being. And the worst aspect, I believe it's because of the way it was handled. Instead of genuinely addressing her pain and her concern and her hurts, you're making her seem like she's the problem, she's overreacting, she's overdoing. So that anger is still there. And it's been manifesting in people's day-to-day life and your marriage. How can you be doing somebody wrong and still be proud about it and be justifying it? Come on.
We have had issues in the past, honestly. We have had, and time with that number, I have always taken it to my pastor.
It's not about pastor. This over-religiousness is just killing us. There is something you are doing as a man or as a woman. That is the bone of contention. There is an apple of discord, identifiable. You know that this thing that you are doing is triggering the problem in your marriage. And instead of you to be self-reflective and think of how you can curb that problem, you are saying you will bring your pastor. What does pastor live with you? This focus on your pastor, you say every time, so you can feel like you are a decent religious man that obeys pastor. It's not about the pastor. What the pastor will do for you cannot be up to what you can do for yourself if only you choose to stop doing those things that trigger your wife, or the woman stop doing those things that trigger your husband. It starts with us. There is no spiritual leader, there's no counselor that can help a marriage more than the parties involved. You cannot keep doing the same thing that hurts your partner and you say you tell your pastor, you tell your priest, you tell the pope. What are they gonna do? After they finish reconciling, the next day the issue will rear its head again because the problem lives in the house. It doesn't go with the pastor.
Pastors.
Okay.
Because you know these things, if you start bringing in your family, you know it won't end well.
Okay, so but now, let's come to the story now. You know, you said you don't bring in your family, but the allegation, what she alleges is that, you know, she alleged that your mother beat her. Did your mother beat her?
My mom didn't beat her. Actually, in all honesty, my mom slapped her.
Your mom slapped her in your presence. Now, wow. Marriage deal. Your mother came into your matrimonial home, carry hand, and give your wife a hot slap in your presence. And you're seeing it like it's a normal thing that your wife pushed her. How did the situation de-escalate in your presence to the level where your mother and your wife will start putting hands on each other? And you, the man, dimba, in your presence. So in deep for, you might think that mama here, mother-in-law, slapping the wife is showing disrespect to the wife. It's even a bigger shame to this man. It's even more disrespect to this man that his mother can come into his matrimonial home and slap his wife, his pregnant wife. And he's saying it boldly here, trying to blame the wife.
So Wednesday, which is last week, 23rd. Sorry, let me check. I think it's 23rd.
Last week Wednesday. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Last week Wednesday.
Yes. My wife had reached out to me earlier on to say I should send her money for food, and I was at the moment I'm not working. I've been out of job for some time, and my wife does business.
So you've been out of job, you don't get work for some time. You didn't just say recently. You've been jobless for a while. You don't have work. You don't have money. Your wife called you to ask whether there's anything you can provide for food. Your wife is the one that is working. You just said it. She's doing business. She's the one that is pregnant. I can bet you that she's the one that is still taking care of the children, because you mentioned in this video too that you came back from work, you sat down and waiting for your food. So she's the one that will go out and hustle for food with pregnancy. She will cook and serve you, take care of children, doing business. You don't get work, which I don't blame you. Unemployment can happen to anybody as long as you don't stay complacent in the unemployment. You hustle, you get back on your feet. But this is the dynamic of your family now. Your wife is assisting you financially, and on top of that, you are still cheating on her, keeping naked girls on your phone. Your mother is still coming to beat her in the house. And different. If you were a woman, would you like it? Would you take it? I'm just going to stop here. And Diffon went ahead to say how the wife did this, threw something at him, how the wife went to his WhatsApp and started deleting people's contacts. You can imagine what she would have seen to make her start deleting contacts. But whatever, how the wife did this to him, deleted people's messages on his WhatsApp when she had the guts to check his phone. Let us not prolong that interview further. That was what the rest of it said. Now, these are my thoughts. Marriage is sacred and it should be preserved. As Christians, we believe that marriage was the very first institution created by God. I personally do not believe that every and any marriage crisis, marital crisis, should lead to a divorce. No. Divorce should be a rare last resort in the event that every other thing has failed. Where there is imminent risk and danger to life or a severe compromise of overall well-being. Because I have heard people say, oh, divorce. No. Now, these are my opinions. You can drop yours down in the comment section. A lot of obnoxious and unpleasant things have already happened in the marriage of these young people. A marriage of 6 years, still very new. But I still believe that if the parties involved are resolved, have the resolution to make it work, it may still be fixable. I do not agree that every troubled marriage, every marriage that was troubled at the beginning, eventually blows up in flames at the end of the day. Sometimes marriages that were rough at some time do overcome the storm. Young couples may get better in resolving their crisis. They may get more matured about handling their issues. Some may retrace their steps and choose to do better. Some unpleasant marriages can improve. So first things first, on my opinion, and I'm going to be addressing Brother Ndifon directly. You see this public explanation, this thing you are doing on social media, it will not help that marriage. I am a content creator. You disgracing yourself on social media keeps me busy. But in all sincerity, if you were my brother or my son, will I really advise you to be doing this thing that you are doing? Coming online to bash your wife and putting your marriage details for dissection on Facebook? No, you aren't showing any maturity. Neither are you showing any respect for yourself, for your little children that would grow up and watch this mess. Get this matter away from social media. Yes, your wife may have brought this to social media, which isn't entirely appropriate. But don't forget that she was the one that was currently getting attacked in her home. So maybe in the passion of the moment, she felt the need to voice out. And she chose social media, which may not have been the best platform too. But must you also? Must you? Especially since you are both married. That is the truth. Both of you are still married. If you guys have gone your separate ways, you've decided that you're getting a divorce, it's a different thing. You guys are married people, husband and wife, having issues. And husband and wives have issues. It varies. Some husbands and wives, their issues are not very big. Some are minor. It's not same with everybody. Some are lucky. They have just very minor, small issues. Some are average. Some are really heated and escalated. But husbands and wives, they fight and they make up. Some fight silly. Some fight dirty. Some married women, some married people watching me, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years marriage. Some will tell you that at some point in their marriage, the woman packed their load and said they are going back to their father's house. Some even went back. Some packed and left in the morning. By evening, they were back rearranging their clothes inside wardrobe, hanging back all the clothes that they packed in the morning. After they finished, they'll go to the kitchen and make better hot poundo yam for their husband, while the man were waiting in the other room with his boxers. From I hate you, I regret the day I married you. From that in the morning to ooh, in the midnight in the other room. But you make it more difficult and you make reconciliation more impossible when you now make those crises or those misunderstandings a matter of public affair, a public service announcement. To reconcile, go come they shame you. But if it's just between both of you, people will patch your things ahead. The fewer the people involved in your marriage, the better. I'm not talking about marriages that are about to kill you. Osinachis type, umbao. The fewer the people in your marriage, the better. This thing you're doing on social media, you need to grow up. Secondly, Uncle Indifon, you see this your mother. It is indeed sad. It is unfortunate how much influence and interference you have allowed her to have in your matrimonial home. It's a shame. I'm sorry to use the word. Please, as I'm speaking, you guys should also be dropping your comments, be dropping your thoughts, your advice down in the comment section. Because a lot of the stories we cover, the owners of the stories watch. Believe me, I'm the one that has the channel. I know who writes me. I know who reaches out to me. They watch, they go through the comments, they see the videos. So share your thoughts and share pieces of advice down in the comment section. Both for Ndifon, Mama, mother-in-law, and even the lady involved, who is reactive, very emotional about her approach to these things, which I believe that she can even do better being more strategic than being emotional. But can we really tell people how to react when they're hurt? No. So let's go on with Uncle Ndifon. Uncle Ndifon, you need to put your mother in her place. You see this courage, audacity, and recklessness at which she is operating. It is the one that you have either expressly given her or impliedly, indirectly allowed her. If you haven't in the past breeded an environment for disregard for your wife, tell me how your mother will leave her own matrimonial home and jump into another woman's matrimonial home to throw her out, to evict her. Imagine shouting that she's not living, that is the wife that will leave her house. An enlightened woman in 2025. An educated woman that should know better. This madness has to stop. Oh. Mothers from the older generation, let this madness die in your generation. If not, there will be problem. Gen Zs and Alphas, they've started slapping mother-in-laws back. Oh. And you are old, your arthritis everywhere. Skin has wrinkled. Gen Alpha will not allow you to slap them. Oh. They will beat you. Beat you shege. Oh. You left your husband's house, carried your legs to go and beat another woman in her husband's house and tell her to leave her husband's house. Is it because we're in anyhow country? There's some countries that from there is straight to police station, straight to prison. It's a criminal offense. Even if that marriage is no more good, even if the man wants to leave the marriage, are you, Mama, the one that would go and end the marriage for him? Is the man not old enough to call it quits and end his marriage? Who gave you the audacity to jump into their house to end this marriage and send the pregnant woman out? Someone that has 2 children and pregnant, and you're slapping her. Some men, some efulefus, call other men who are kind, compassionate, and courteous to women simps. But the highest definition of a simp is a man that will sit back and watch his family assault his wife or belittle his wife or disrespect his wife in his presence without correcting them, cautioning them, or calling them to order. That is a simp. Indifferent. Obi, and I'm not talking to just indifferent. No. There are several indifferents watching me, and it is my I've been charged with the mandate by God Almighty to tell you the truth, and I'll keep telling the truth. My boots will be on your neck. I'll keep telling you the truth, and in the long run you would understand that what I'm telling you is the gospel truth. And therefore, Obi cannot be a boy all through his life. Obi would go from a boy to a man. Obi would grow. The young shall grow. You're a father of 2, about to be a father of 3. You are no longer in high school where your mother would be the one to decide the kind of haircut you would have and pick the clothes that she wants you to wear. You have come of age to be able to put your 2 feet on the ground and stand firm. Yes, care for and honor your mother, but still respect and protect your wife. Women are very sensitive creatures. I keep telling you guys, because marriages will be better when men and women understand each other, understand themselves. Women are very sensitive. We're very peculiar creatures. If you want to be honest with yourself, the way you are or the way you can behave or react, the kind of rope your female boss gives you and the type your male boss gives you, check them. You will see that the men are usually less problematic, the male bosses, than the female bosses. If you forget to greet your male boss in the morning, he might ignore it. He might not have put any meaning to it. He might see that, oh, maybe he forgot. He will start talking about something else. It's not a big deal to him. But forget to greet your female boss in the morning. She has read a meaning to it. Women are very sensitive creatures. Now, small thing, they make them vex. Small thing make them carry things in mind. Small thing make them look for respect and authority. How many times have you seen a father-in-law going to cause problem in his son's house or in his daughter's house? That a father-in-law came and chased out his daughter-in-law, or a father-in-law came and chased out his son-in-law. We think concern them. But there's always the mothers-in-law. Pyom, 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 pyom. As a man, when you have these 2 very important, 2 of them are very important, or these very 2 important, vital, powerful people occupying very, very crucial roles in your life. The role of a mother is very important. The role of the wife is very important. These are 2 strong women, 2 powerful positions in your life. You as the middleman has to be the one to manage that relationship. If not, they will clash. You are the one that would be the moderator, the ultimate timekeeper, the middleman that would manage the 2 relationships. If you lack wisdom or you are senseless, 2 bulls will lock horns. And therefore, you are doing it the wrong way. Set these boundaries for everyone. Your mother had no rights. Lastly, Uncle Indifon, I don't want to call you a narcissist because so many of we women these days, we throw that word around anyhow. One man do small thing, you dash and piam, narcissist. He forgot to call you. You called him. He said, baby, why haven't you called me now? You say, oh, you are gaslighting me. Narcissist, pium, you dash the man. So I don't want to use that word very lightly. Mana, if you check this thing, you are somehow behaving like them. Inability to take responsibility, take blame. You seem to have lost touch of an understanding of good and bad, right and wrong. You seem to lack the ability to appreciate the weight of your actions in the lives of people that love you or people that you are in a committed relationship with. You are being consistently and constantly oblivious of the possible weight that your behavior could be having on your marriage and how it could be a possible triggering factor in respect of the behavior that your wife is exhibiting. Instead, you are sitting on your high horse, expecting your wife to react better, expecting her to behave better when responding to your ill decisions. Why not try and make better decisions yourself? You said you guys have been married for 6 years and she's already pregnant with the 3rd baby. And she's the one still helping out in the house. You're out of job. Your wife is carrying pregnancy and doing business to keep the home going. Still taking care of 2 little children. Cooking, serving, cleaning. And on top of it, she gets beaten up by your mother. And she goes through your phone and sees another woman's vagina there. Come on, think of it. I keep telling us that if you see that thing, conscience, if someone has conscience in marriage, 80% of your problems will be solved. Because when a person thinks of this thing I'm doing, is it good? Will I like it if somebody does it to me? It will correct some things or make them, show genuine repentance. But most times we don't put ourselves in other people's situations. It's bad enough that you are doing rubbish. Then you now keep the pictures of the evil of your side chick on your phone, and you have the guts to come on social media and say you're a forensic, you're a document officer, or what did you say you are? Imagine that. Ijikwahu, are you okay? In the phone or is it in the freke? How would you feel as a man working hard to provide for your family? You have a health condition that is making you weak and sick, but yet you go out to provide for your wife. Then when you pick your wife's phone, maybe you want to play game or something, you open it and you see different color, shapes and sizes of Amunike and DK is there. Will you like it? Leave the fact that your wife is even the one providing. Should anybody treat another person that way in the first place? Is it a pleasant thing for a wife or a husband to see people's tonto or people's DKs in their partner's phones, and you are angry about her reaction? You're angry about why she checked your phone without addressing the issue, the cocoa. Should that thing have been there in the first place? Should you have been doing it in the first place? If you were decent, doing what you're supposed to do, and she checked your phone, will there be anything to see? Take some responsibility and stop assuming that you are entirely blameless. Self-reflect. When people tell their sides of the story, naturally, it's usually very, very understated, very minimized. They take out all the things they've done to make themselves appear very blameless. But if your own story can be like this, that you're admitting that your mother slapped her, you're admitting that you had naked girls on your phone and your side chick was calling you to threaten your wife, and this. If your own story can have this amount of abominations, then I can imagine the woman's real experience. Do you know how much marriages will be saved if both parties, both husband and wife, just avoid doing those things that brings about heartache to your partner, that brings about trouble in your marriage, that causes strain? You know that this thing, your husband doesn't like it. If he sees you doing it, or if he hears you did it, it will hurt him. Or vice versa, your wife. This thing is always a point of concern and issue. It's always causing fights. Instead of you to avoid doing that thing, you are doing it and you are blaming your partner for how they are reacting to it. Please, let us be fair. Well, these pieces of advice that I have given, these opinions of mine, are not only for Mr. Indifon. There are so many Indifons watching me, and I hope that somehow I've been able to minister to your heart. Marriage, a good marriage, is teamwork. It is not about one person doing and undoing, living recklessly, bringing pain, hurt to the other person, while the other person is in a total expectation to be tolerant of all of it and to chest it. I wish you all the best though. I pray you guys resolve this thing. That's if water has not passed Gary. All this talk so is because of I didn't see anything about domestic violence. I still feel like maybe they can work things out. You know, they can maybe reconcile, patch things up, stop doing those triggering things, children involved, and get their family together. I believe that the marriage can be remedied if the parties involved have a change of heart, a change of behavior, and are willing to forgive the past, set boundaries, turn a new leaf, and give it another try. If you are still interested in that home, then my prayers for you is may God bless and restore your home. But if you're not, well, may it be unto you as you have wished yourself. Please guys, drop all your thoughts and comments down in the comment section. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you're new here, you are seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.